Hello Virgo, and welcome to your monthly reading. This is for Virgo. If this resonates with you, Virgo, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. If this does not resonate with you at all, Virgo, please do check your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign, as this will not resonate with every Virgo out there. Cross watchers, please keep in mind some of the energies can be vice versa, interchangeable. So however it resonates with you. This is for Virgo. This is for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? Does Virgo need to know? Oh, we're on the right track here. You're getting a little riled up. Very riled up. Well, look at that. Look at that. You are deep in thought. Everything that is happening just isn't getting it. The players of the world, the dead-end careers, I mean, you have had it. And you are getting pissed, really. Tired of being broke, tired of being played, and it's just time to go. It's just time to go. And you're making big decisions in a lot of areas. The two main areas, right? Love and career. You're making big decisions in regards to that because you know it's time for change. And that's the long and the short of it. So as soon as you get pissed off enough to make this decision, there's you get pissed. In regards to your romantic life, a beautiful soul is entering the picture. And so you won't have to wait very long. All right, before we get too deep into the love reading, we are also going to be reading career as well, and that will be after the love reading. And also we will pull you an oracle card from this oracle deck over here and get you a message from the universe. So yes, also for those of you that are interested, private readings are available at secrettarot.com, and I'll leave the link in the description and pinned in the comments. All right, so let's start here. We got the Five of Pentacles. Just tired of feeling shut out by love. This player that you've been dealing with, they've just left you feeling abandoned, really. And what's going to happen here is they're going to watch you walk into the arms of someone else, because they're inconsistent, right? And they, you know, one minute they're hot, next minute they're cold. So they always, like, they play on your weakness, they tempt you, and they always leave you wanting more, and then they disappear, and then they come back, and it's just a total mind game. And you are over it. Five of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're really over it. So they've done this one too many times, and what's going to happen is they're going to end up feeling like they missed a huge opportunity with you, because they did. So they're blocked. Seven of Wands here, and it is a disappointing experience having to deal with this type of inconsistent, you know, immature type of behavior. They may come back and express regret, but by the time that happens, you've got some beautiful soul coming in. A beautiful stranger. Who sings that? Beautiful stranger. All right? That isn't going to be disappointing. 5 of Cups here. So, like I said, this player person, they're always going to be back and forth as long as you allow it. And they're going to try to get your attention with some dry ass lame text, but you're just going to ignore it, really. Now, in regards to this Page of Pentacles, you're going to be taking it slow. I feel like you're going to have a different love language than this new person, because they're just going to be, they're very charming, and they're very sweet and very charming, and you're going to be the one that's a little bit more reserved because of the things that you've been having to deal with, really. So let's start here. Horrifying, right? Knight of Wands. They're up, they're down, they're in, they're out, they're hot, they're cold, they're round and round. And the worst of all is the maturity level is just not there. So what has happened is they have, to be blunt, pissed you off one too many times. You'd be dealing with a fire sign, of course, with all these wands here, male or female. But this is your attitude towards this person, like, get away from me, or just get away from me. Please, stay away from me. Your walls are up and they can't get through at this point. It's just happened one too many times. You really going deep and realizing just what an empty situation and what a draining and exhausting situation this is. You could be dealing with another Virgo. But you're just like, just leave me alone. I gotta go. But they're watching you walk away. But here's the thing. They will get triggered and you're going to get this lame ass text as soon as you walk into somebody else's arms. They got this past person. They got big ego. Big ego. So that's why they will try to tempt you with this lame act, this lame communication to see if they've still got their hooks in you. They don't, because that's it for you. You're done with the nonsense and you're headed towards, a new beginning, a beautiful stranger. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or somebody with Scorpio in their chart. Here's you ignoring this lame-ass text because it's going to get through one way or another. They're very crafty, this past player person. Very crafty. Like, they would send you, if you have them blocked, like, I don't know, they would send you $1 through PayPal just so that they could send you a message and be like, hey, unblock me, or something stupid. It's like that. I don't know why that's coming through in my mind, but that's different. But whatever they do, you're going to ignore them and continue to look towards the future, because this is not this. And this is what you want, right? Someone consistent, someone steady, someone real, someone that isn't afraid to calm down. Now, this is where Knight of Pentacles here. This is where this person comes in. You could be dealing with a water sign or somebody with water in their chart, male or female. Very sweet, very charismatic. Emotional maturity and emotional availability. Hallelujah. And there's not going to be any mistake. The way that they speak to you is completely different than this nonsense, okay? And like I said, you're going to have two different types of communication styles. They will be able to absorb and kind of see through what you're actually trying to say and what you're actually trying to do. You're just going to be really careful. They get it. Please clarify the King of Cups for Virgo. This is for Virgo. Let's see. Yeah. We have the Strength card. You could be dealing with a Leo. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So this person has this quiet, charming confidence, first of all. And you're over here like, bring it to me because I need some fulfillment here because this last one drained the absolute life out of me. And so what do you got? Fill my cups, right? So like I said, you're going to be more reserved and you're going to let them do most of the talking, which is a good thing, right? And they are more than willing to fill your cups, Virgo. All right. Okay, so let us take a look at your career. Well, you've been thinking about walking away. And ultimately, at the end of the day, you're going to. Because it's just not worth it. There's frustration, there's suspicion. It's like you don't feel safe where you're working, which is very interesting. And there was a bananas kind of moment that got you suspicious of someone that you are working with. Like, what in the hell? What in the hell? And then things did not get better from that point forward. Like their professionalism wasn't consistent, and you kind of saw behind the veil that they saw behind the mask that they tried to put on. And then you're like, oop, what is this? And then things just got like progressively worse from there. So now you're on guard, and now you're kind of like, yeah, it's just not good. You don't feel confident where you're at, and it's like the writing's on the wall, and you know it's time for some change here. So there you are, like, what is happening? I feel like an immature male and possibly a jealous-hearted woman was involved in whatever went down, and you're just like, okay, what do I do here? Well, what you're going to do is make a big change, because it's just not getting it anymore. The money isn't worth it. And it's like, I gotta go, right? You've been thinking about this, and ultimately you're going to come to the conclusion that this is not going to be getting any better. I'm constantly like battling through this, battling yourself to even go and do the things that you're doing, but also on defense and having to be very careful of every little thing that you say and do, and it's just not working for you, okay? It's like you can't even breathe. So ultimately, at the end of the day, you're going to be like, a big decision to say adios, I gotta go. And it is a big change. It is a big change, but you're going to land quite well. There's news coming in. I feel like you're going to start looking around, and there is like money news and opportunity, and it's a good one. You're going to be like, oh God, I hope this is a good one. and you just have to have the confidence enough to kind of get the ball rolling, start looking around, and it's kind of right there. This is going to give you the ability to tell these banana people to take this job and shove it, and where you're going, it's a lot more, there's a lot more fulfillment. There's a lot more, it's not so crazy, it's more flow, right? So you're going from volatile to a peaceful, easy feeling. It's a wish fulfillment. You're going from hot, crazy fire to let's relax and take it. Well, it's fine. Someone that's really go with the flow, and it's just such a better environment for you mentally, especially. So that's good. And it's needed. All right, so let us pull you an oracle card. Virgo, this is for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So I feel like you've had a challenging romantic situation with this player type person, and you've also had a very challenging workplace environment. You've learned your lessons in both, and the biggest lessons for you is to make a decision that you don't need this bullshit in either aspect of your life. It's like you're saying to yourself, I don't necessarily have to deal with all of this, so guess what? I'm not. That's what you're saying. Thanks for the lessons. I'm leaving. All right, Virgo. That's what's going on. I hope that resonates with some of you, most of you, all of you. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you would like a private reading with me, you can visit secrettarot.com for more information. I'll leave the link in the description and also pinned in the comments. What else? You can follow me on all the socials. I'll leave those links in the description box as well. You guys have a beautiful day and a great week. And I will talk to you soon. Take care and God bless.